What's up? We got a top 20 matchup. Let's get it going, boys. Let me turn this down real quick. What's going on, everybody? Christian Ballard here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live here. 1.4 left, 73 all as we end the Syracuse, North Carolina game, getting ready for Baylor and Texas. Y'all go check out my boy Chess Hall. He's live right now. Go check him out on YouTube. I love you, buddy. But I had this scheduled before you went live because you're bored. But y'all go check him out. Tell him Ballard sent you over there. I love you, buddy. Thanks for doing the Unprofessional Sports Show with me last night, too. Really appreciate it. But we are live on Facebook and YouTube, of course. And crap. Looks like we're going overtime with this game here. We'll see if it pops up a message because it'll normally tell you if they switch it over. ESPN3. Hold on. Let me go to see if I can get ESPN3 on here. I hope Hulu has that one. It should. Because I know it's got like the ESPN Plus deal. But the game tonight, you got Baylor 24-5, the defending champions, obviously. And what they did last year was just incredible. The upset of Gonzaga. Scott Drew is an amazing coach. They're playing on the road at Texas. I kind of hope Texas wins this. I don't hate Baylor. I don't hate Texas either. I'm not going to sit here and say that I just love Texas or anything. It's not like that, but it's one of those where you just want some chaos at this time because of March Madness. And I know it won't matter too much. I mean, it'll definitely, I think, an automatic bid and a nod into March Madness if they're not already to Texas, upsetting the number 3 team in the country in Baylor because it's 3-21. The spread, by the way, is 1.5, so they do expect this to be a close game. Baylor is on a 3-game win streak, beating Kansas, Oklahoma State, and TCU. And then in their last 5, first off, Baylor is 4-1, and Texas is 3-2. One of those being against Baylor on the road, 80-63. But Texas has been lights out on offense and really on defense too. Let me see if I can find ESPN3 on here. Tell me if you got it, Hulu. ESPN2, ESPN. Is there not a ESPN3? Come on. Men's college basketball. Here we go. Today at 8:05. All right. Whatever. But not going to drop the link tonight. Y'all go subscribe to TikTok Chess, although I did put his link in there. Good friend of mine, my best friend, best guy you could ask for to be your friend for sure. How do these teams win tonight? You know, you look at Baylor and Texas. Overall, Baylor's just got to do what they do and go play some offense and go score overall, and they have a chance. That light's killing me. Hold on. Here we go. But yeah, if Baylor can do what they do and just play some good offense, which by the way, they've won 5 straight over Texas. If you look back at some history, um, in 11 of the last 12 meetings with the Longhorns. Um, so they practically own Texas. The last game, you had Adam Flager, the guard, with 20 points, 4 3-pointers in that previous meeting against Texas. So Texas has got to guard him. Texas, here's what they got. They are winning because of their defense, clearly. They got about 7 steals. They got 3 blocks. 69 points a game. I mean, that's good. The past 2 games, their offense has been phenomenal, though. I'll give them that. But really, I think the defense, giving up 58, it's one of the better defenses in all of basketball this season. And what they have is just phenomenal. And you look at the upset that Baylor had a couple days ago over Kansas. Was awesome. But Timmy Allen, you have Christian Bishop, Brock Cunningham, Andrew Jones, a couple guys, Trey Mitchell, to name a few guys for Texas. Marcus Carr in assists, but Timmy Allen is the go-to guy for them. Let me see. Does this say anything about where this game is currently? You got 2:55 left in overtime. It's North Carolina's pulled away. Okay, so yeah, it'll transition over to that game after this is over. So, yeah, let me zoom out of this. 1.5-point spread, 52.5% for Baylor to win tonight, 47.5% for Texas. Let me update this because I don't know if the game's actually started or tipped off yet. I guess not. And again, if Baylor just does what they do and have the offense that they've had, Adam Flager, Flo Thamba, with 18 points, by the way, this past Saturday, who practically led the team to victory. He was the highest scorer this past weekend for them in an 80-70 victory over Kansas. Flo Thamba, but Adam Flager is the lead scorer on the team. Both of those guys are going to be the 2 key guys that the defense of Texas will have to stop if they want to pull this off. North Carolina, I didn't even know this. If they win this game here with Syracuse up 4, 2:55 left, clinch a double bye in the ACC tournament. So they'll get a first round and a second round bye. I think they'll practically be they won't be the top seed, but I think this year's like Duke, and that's it. Now on ESPN News. Hold on. It says it's on ESPN News. Come on, son. Don't tease me. I thought it originally said ESPN 3. I think we do get ESPN News, though, on Hulu. Let me see. Yes. Hell yeah. Let's go. I thought we did. I want to watch live. Yeah, please. Here we go. Now, I don't know if this is going to switch back over to ESPN 1 or what, but Scott Drew is the head coach for Baylor. He's got a pretty good record there. Overall, as a head coach, 393 and 219 is his record, 64 win percentage. And Val Pariaso, I don't know what that is. 2002 to 2003, he was a head coach. He was an assistant there. Tip-off fixing to start here. But he's 413 and 230, been the head coach since 03 at Baylor. And Scott Drew's done quite a bit. And we start here with 1949 and counting. Baylor working inside, showing some good defense by Texas. They work back outside. Good tempo. Good play. Drops the ball, picks it up here. And 3 is no good as it falls out of bounds there. That was number 24 for Baylor. Was Matthew Mayer, the senior out of Austin, Texas. So you got Timmy Allen out there, Christian Bishop for the Longhorns, Marcus Carr, Trey Mitchell, to name a few guys starting for them. And they go up with the layup for 2 after getting the rebound. And Texas strikes first here at home over the defending champions. I'm going to call a Texas upset tonight. And I wouldn't be surprised if a team like Texas, could they make a deep run? They could potentially win the Big 12. This is what you would have probably at the conference title. Working inside now. Spin move. Throws it way outside. He's guarded by 1. Trying to hold on to it, just playing around. Shoots back inside as the shot clock hits 0. The shot was off, but not in time. It was made, but of course, that buzzer, they turn it over here. So now here's 3, and it's going to bounce off. It's no good, and it's going to be rebounded here. Flo Thambo missed that jump shot. Working around the paint now. Holds on to it. Number 1 takes a shot. It's off and no good. Number 1 for Texas there. Tried to take the shot was Andrew Jones. He'll be a key player tonight, I'm sure. 24 on the shot clock, 7:54 to work with. Here's an inside layup around the rim and in, and Baylor ties it up at 2. Hey, what's up? What's up, Jacob? How you doing, buddy? Love you, man. Good to see you. He agrees that Texas will probably win this game. 17-25. Here's a shot. It's off, and it's rebounded. Take it away. A battle for it with Baylor. Baylor takes it back, and they blow a whistle and call foul here. Wow. What a battle that was. By the way, to get the points for Baylor was number 2, James Akinjo. Number 11, I'm sorry. They foul Andrew Jones. It's going to be thrown in by Baylor. Here's a shot outside for three, and he sinks it right in there. It is good to make it a 5-2 ball game. Don't forget, hit that thumbs up, man. Helps the stream out, show some support. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and share it out. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Love and appreciate you guys, man. I mean it. Y'all help make this channel what it is. And that last three was by Flager. 16:51 after a rebound here. Texas takes it back, goes inside, goes back out as he's guarded. Number 2 with it now for Texas is Marcus Carr. Gets it back to Timmy Allen, I'm sorry. Was looking at number 0 there. And they go and tie it with Jace Febres. I don't know. 16-11. First quarter. Baylor's ball. Pushes a man down. Going to call foul here. Man going to go to the line now is number 0 for Texas. Timmy Allen. That's that go-to guy there. He's fouled on as Baylor man just kind of pushed him down. There was number 2, Kendall Brown. I'm assuming he's going to go to the line here. There was a charge. Are they going to review this? He even tried. Yeah, So Baylor's going to keep the ball. He goes out there, a little bit of a charge, but no push down, and he goes in to make the floater. 7-5. Or I guess not. I guess they do blow a whistle and call that. Let me turn this. I want to turn this up just a bit. Never mind on that one. Febres has it, makes the shot, and it's no good. It's going to be rebounded by Texas. They get it back. Here's 3, and it's good. Marcus Carr with that. Brock Cunningham on the assist to make it an 8-5 ball game. Again, this game in Austin, Texas, home of the Longhorns. They're looking to pull an upset, and quite honestly, I'm kind of pulling for them in ways. I know I'm messing with the football team this offseason with that Week 2 matchup with Bama, but for March Madness and everything with tomorrow, March 1st, we're just closing the regular season here. A couple games left, a couple days left. They take a timeout, by the way. 15-18. But, yeah, I want some chaos. It's time to get that going. Come on. I guess are they not going to go to a commercial break? A season recap of Baylor. 15-game win streak. And then they were finally upset. Let's review that real quick. See what we got. I think they have literally been up and down. They were like 15-0. They played Auburn is what they did. Auburn a couple years ago was like 15-0, number 1 or number 2 in the nation. And then they finally lost a game. They lose to Texas Tech, then they lose Oklahoma State. They win 3 games. They lose to Bama, beat West Virginia, go 19-3. Then they go 19-4. They beat Texas, by the way, back on February 12th, a couple weeks back. They're on a 3-game win streak, and now here they are 24-5 on the year. And they got a game on Saturday night, evening, afternoon, whatever, with Iowa State. Here we go. 8-5, 15-18 left in the first quarter. Texas and Baylor. Turning out to be a pretty good defensive game so far. Not looking too bad. My boy Goose Sports is live. Y'all go subscribe to Goose Sports and check him out. I'm going to drop his link here. Let's see. It says he's live at least. Let me see. Y'all go subscribe to Goose Sports. Love you, Goose, if you watch this, man. MSU fan, what's up? Can you drop the link? I'll let you guys on at halftime. That's what I normally do. And then I get back to calling the game. Jalen Small on Facebook, what's going on? If Texas wins out, they would move up a seed. For sure, man. Yeah, and I think that's definitely doable too. But yeah. Come on, I gotta stay off my phone if it's gonna mess the TV up. So it's still 8-5, 15:05 left. Come on. Kendall Brown makes a 2-point tip shot. Don't be doing this. Don't be buffering. Come on now. Oh my gosh. Come on. Now Hulu's updating a little bit. Let me see. Let me try this again. I apologize. Flo Thamba does get a layup here. I'm still following it on here, though. So it's 9-8 Baylor. Marcus Carr with a steal. It goes back. I guess it's going back the other way here. Let's see. Here we go. Do you work? Come on. Here we go. We got it. So it's 10-9. Marcus Carr with a layup. Kendall Brown turns it over. Courtney Ramey for Texas steals it back. If I close a couple tabs. All right. It's working a little bit now. Baylor with it. Working around outside. Baylor's just trying to eat up a little bit of clock. 3 on the shot clock, and it's a turnover by the Longhorns. It goes back the other way past half court, right at the 3-point line, near side. 2 guys on them, blocking. Little inside pass, and the layup is good. And Texas takes a 3-point lead here. There you go. Driving inside, number 10 for Baylor. The shot is off, and it's no good. It's turned over. Going back to Texas. 12-13. Here's a shot outside. Oh, just barely off the back of the glass. 12:04 and counting now. Texas turns it over. Baylor with it now. 2-man on him. Works back outside. That was L.J. Cryer with the ball there. I'm sorry, that was Jordan Turner. So now we got it back and going. You got a men's top 10, number 8 Purdue at number 10 Wisconsin tomorrow night at 9 Eastern. That'll be a good game. That's some Big Ten action. So now we're in all this conference play. But what's so great, especially with the Big Ten and then the Big 12, you get all these ranked matchups, and you could win or lose them. Really, if you're a team like even Alabama could still get a spot in the tournament if they, let's say it's Alabama, Kentucky, right? They lose to them a second time as they beat them the first time around, and Kentucky kind of got revenge on them last weekend. I was live for it. You play a team like Kentucky close in the SEC title, and it's down to the wire and everything. What is it, 68, 64 teams? And you mean to tell me that Alabama won't at least, I mean, they might even be an invitational team. I don't care as a fan. I mean, if you're an invitational team, you get a shot at the tournament. Like I said last week, just take it. Just take it. How they give it to you. So far tonight, 2 points for Bishop on Texas, 7 points for Marcus Carr. And then you had Adam Flager for Baylor with 3, Flo Thamba with 2, and then you got Kendall Brown with 2 for Baylor. What? That's a blast from the past. Yeah, who were they showing? It was old school. I mean, I saw a Texas player They've won a title before, I think, or the Big 12 at least. Baylor with it. They get back to the action, a push off and a foul already as he passes outside to number 3 there is Kendall Brown. No, I'm sorry, Dale Bonner. Kendall Brown, number 2. 11:48 left in the first half. 12-9 Texas. I'm hoping for an upset. So far, so good. Here's a layup, and it's going to be called foul. No good. Oh, how far behind am I? Hold on. Jump to live. Here we go. Working around now, number 24 for Baylor. It's still 12-9, so he didn't really miss anything, but it looks like Christian Bishop missed his 2 free throws. He gets the defensive rebound, though, after Kendall Brown missed the layup. 11:07 and counting. Texas with it outside, nearer midcourt. Good inside defense by Baylor. They got 2 men on him. He passes back outside. He passes inside. Spin move. Goes back out with a fake. Here's a 3, and it's no good. It's going to be rebounded and a whistle blown. Marcus Carr missed that 3-point jump shot. Great defensive game here, unlike Big 12 football, where defense is non-existent. This is 12-9. We're almost 10 minutes into the game. This one off the mark and missed. Not enough as it's rebounded. 2 of 7 on the 3-point tries for Texas. 1 of 4 for Baylor on their 3-pointers. 10.5 to play and a foul called. It looks like he just barely pushes off. You know, you had for Baylor there, you had number 24, Matthew Meyer, push off on Bishop, number 32. With it now, Baylor working. 10:20 to play. Hesitates, gets back outside, working around the perimeter, leaves a man open. He gets it. It's no good. It's rebounded by the Longhorns. Texas taking it back. Texas with it. Number 2, Carr. Has it. Dribbles through his legs. Passes. Spin move inside as Jones has it, and a whistle is blown. 9:57. So 4 turnovers for the Bears, 5 for the Longhorns so far tonight. You imagine the shakeup in the rankings upcoming. I think, don't they put them out on Tuesdays anyway? No field goals, by the way, in the last 5 minutes of the game clock for Baylor. But here's a 3, and it's still no good. It's going to be rebounded by Texas. Courtney Ramsey gets his hands on it. They're working around with 9:22. Ramey gets called on foul. Number 24, Matthew Mayer for Baylor was in on it. Overall, just some great defense. But, I mean, even some wide open shots, though, especially right there for Texas. You got to at least hit the wide open 3, but they're not able. They're really not able to do all that much. They keep it. 9:14 to play. Driving in the lane here, goes up and going to be fouled on. Just man on man right there. Timmy Allen. Fouled on Kendall Brown with 2 points and 2 fouls tonight on the Bears. And I remind you, this is the first half, not the first quarter. And we got 9 minutes to play in the first half, and it's 12-9. This is not basketball. Here's a free throw up and good for the Longhorns there. Timmy Allen makes his first. 13-9. Timmy Allen, 24 or 74. I'm sorry, I misread that on his free throws. See if he makes this next one, and he will. 14-9 is the score over the defending champs right now. 9:07 to play, 27 and counting. No field goals in the last 5 minutes, 49 seconds for Baylor. They work half court. Dribbling through his legs, hesitating a bit. Baylor has it. Number 10 passes it. That was Flager with it. Little misdirection, long three, and it's no good. What is happening? Dale Bonner missed that one. 8:41 to play, 27 on the shot clock here for the Longhorns now. They come back with it. Ramsey with that rebound. Works inside. No, a little fake pass. And able to get it in that time is Andrew Jones. They take a 7-point lead. 8-0 run now in the last 6 minutes. They were down 9-8. They've gone on 8-0 run. Here's a long three for Baylor. Can they answer? They cannot. It's rebounded. Works inside. No good. 8 minutes on the clock now. Left in the first half. Man, this game is crazy. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. But a great defensive game here, which actually kind of makes things interesting. Sometimes I do like to see that. You imagine if this ends up being like, and honestly, this is like a women's game because, a team like South Carolina this year has been phenomenal on defense for women's basketball. That's what this is starting to look like, is a game like that. And this will end up somewhere maybe in the 50s. I don't know what I predicted at the beginning, or even if I predicted. I'm not sure. But these headlines on ESPN too. NHL condemns Russia invasion of Ukraine. I'm not. It's hitting sports. I'm pissed. Just saying. Yes. 2:00 on Saturday on ABC, NHL. You know, I was so excited for this hockey season that they had these deals. Take it back. I was watching a hockey game. I mean, even if I think we have the ESPN Plus channels on Hulu, so it really doesn't matter what it's on. But I might could get into some hockey for you guys. I know I said that last week in a stream, but maybe that's something I could look into because I don't hate hockey. I think it's pretty cool. We were showing with the Olympics a couple weeks ago. We were looking at the Miracle on Ice. I think Jeff Webster brought it up. Jacob, what's up, buddy? Texas has one of the best defenses in the country. They're showing it now. I agree. Look, Baylor is not a scrub offense at all. This is I don't even want to say if they're getting embarrassed. They're just because I mean, if you say a team's getting embarrassed, like, and I say like it's embarrassing Saban lost to Kirby Smart. No, it's not. It's what's embarrassing is when a team loses when they shouldn't. I don't know if I want to say Baylor shouldn't be losing this game, but it's definitely one where I don't know if I expected it to be a 7-point deficit almost halftime and it being super low scoring. 8 minutes to go, and it's 16-9. Now, Kendall Brown is 73 on his free throws this year, 73%. He goes to the line and hits his first. And his second is up and good, too. By the way, for the Lions of Wallace State, wish them nothing but the best of luck. Love the Lions. Wish them the best in the tournament this week. I'm trying to remember where they're playing. Somewhere over in like near like Gulf Shores or something. I don't know, but it's out of our jurisdiction over here, so I won't be at the games. But pulling them on, go Lions. Let's go. 4 turnovers for Baylor, 5 for Texas, 7:57. Now 2 points off the turnovers for Baylor, 7 off the turnovers Texas has gotten. Not trying to bring politics over here, but we stand with Ukraine. Yeah, I won't get too far into that, but I mean, it being a big time deal for our country, prayers for Ukraine, and yeah, obviously we're definitely on their side. But just be praying, man, for what's going on with our country and with the invasion and everything. Nothing but love for them. And really, again, no hatred for anybody. I got no hate, but you got to take a side at some point, you know. And yeah, anyway, I'm just going to get back to this game here. Acting wild on the court here. They go for 3, and it's no good, even after all that chaos inside the paint. 7:02 to go. Baylor with a good rebound there. They take it back inside. Working with it now. Goes back out. Number 3 had it, Dale Bonner. I can't see who has it here. Back to Bonner, though. Number 8. Who is that? There is no number 8. I guess it's Zero Flo Thamba. And they get 2. Did I miss the 2 they got? I guess I missed that and forgot to put it up here. I apologize. Not what I want the conversation to be tonight, but I wanted to mention it. No, you're good, Jacob. Always, buddy. It is a super big deal, though. But just be praying for the country is all I'm just going to leave it there at that. So going to the line now, Texas brings on Jace Febres, number 13. He hits his first free throw. Chris Budden reporting for ESPN 2. 17-13. Second free throw is up and good. Make it a 5-point game. Texas might be a dark horse for the Final Four. Honestly, they're with their defense, Jacob. That might be what gets them there too. And I wouldn't be shocked if they make it, honestly. I know that's crazy because I know we've been talking about Kansas and Zaga and Duke, right? Like this might be one of those years for the favorites. I'm just done picking championship picks or saying this is my final. I don't know, but yeah, their defense and Timmy Allen. That's right. Working around with it. They do have it. Texas does. 2-man on him. He still goes for the layup. He gets his own rebound. gets it up, but they blow a whistle. Dead ball rebound. Timmy Allen to try a free throw and one. And he misses it. Gets the rebound. He's going to try his next one here. 4 of 7 on their free throws. Texas is at the line tonight. Baylor's 2 of 2. Have yet to miss theirs. 5:55 left, 30 on the shot clock, but obviously for a free throw. And make it 5 of 8 for Texas. They missed that one there. Timmy Allen can't come up with anything. Baylor gets it now. 6 of 18 on their field goals. Texas, I should say, 5 of 17 for Baylor. Although they get 3 there. Kendall Brown with 7 points tonight, making his first 3. Oh, whoa, slam dunk, going at it. How about that for Texas? Who was that? That was Bishop. Christian Bishop. 5:04 left. Baylor with it now. 2-man on him. Has to get it away. He does. He gets it outside. Working inside. In the paint. A slam dunk for Baylor. And now we're having a dunk contest. That was number 0. Was the guy. Flo Thamba has been a key player so far in this game. Texas with it. Driving. Shot for 2. And it's good. Auburn proving me right. I appreciate them. Yeah, what was it that you said about Auburn, Jacob? I feel like you kind of flip-flop on it a bit. I know they've lost a few games, I think. Thamba, not Thamba. I've been saying his name wrong. Said they won't make the national title. I mean, there's still a chance, but I would agree, though, what I've seen lately, this past weekend, losing to Tennessee like that, which was funny as heck. Yeah, I don't know about them, man. I don't even think, dude, I bet you they choke. They'll make the tournament. I think they're a tournament team. They might be the team to win the SEC. I bet you they don't make it further than the Elite 8. Actually take that back. I don't know if they make it to the Sweet 16. How much you want to put on that, Jacob? They might lose it in the what is it? The round of 32. Kendall Brown goes up with a jump shot, and then Brock Cunningham gets fouled on for Texas. Well, of course, they're a tournament team. I don't think that's a question. Oh, no. If anyone's truly deserving of it, I think Auburn is deserving of a spot somewhere. If they don't make it, the system's broken. Great team, just a little overrated. I agree. So Kendall Brown with that last shot for Baylor. Been pretty incredible, actually. So far, within almost 2 minutes, it's been about a 5-4 run for Baylor. Actually, hold on, that's not right. I did that math wrong. 3. Oh no, that's what they've. Yeah, it was about a 5-4 run. Yeah. Almost 9 o'clock. Appreciate Jose Kim for following on Facebook. Appreciate it. Welcome. So you get back to it, 20-22, 3.5 to play here. Texas with the lead. Spin move inside. They have it. And a little floater is up and good with Devin Askew. Make it a 4-point game. .311 to play. Baylor with it. Works back outside. Guys on them, but they play some good offense. Guarding, I guess. And they lose the ball. It's picked up by the Longhorns, and they go back with it. Devin Askew with the steal, and then a layup to finish that play off. Oh, hold on. Thought I put the 6 in there. $11 points off turnovers for the Texas Longhorns. 2 points off a turnover. 1 for Baylor. 2.5 to play. Baylor working with it. Here's a 3, and it's good. He made it. 26-23. Let's hear it, Dog fans. Anyway, I can't say anything. I know it's irrelevant now, but that was still the score of the Natty. A few years ago. That was a good 3 shot there. Right there for Baylor. Kendall Brown with it after Devin Askew made that layup. And so far tonight, Kendall Brown's 4 or 5 on his field goals. Has not missed a 3-point shot. He's got 12 points so far on the night. 2:19 to play. Working around the perimeter here. The 3-point line. Kendall Brown has averaged 9.8 points per game. Tonight he's made 12 points for Baylor. They get a rebound here. Kendall Brown got that rebound. Yeah, we're talking about. Here's a floater inside. It's no good. It's tipped up and caught by Mayer, and he's able to get it inside now. After Akinjo missed that jump shot, Matthew Mayer makes up for it, 26-25. Baylor down now 1 point. A minute and a half left. 124 now. Mayer with it. Matthew Mayer. Is it Meyer or Mayer? I'm reading Mayer, but spin move. Works back outside now. Number 8 has it. Or Flo Thamba, I'm sorry, number 0. And he actually got it inside that time to James Akinjo, who made the layup. Seven 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Here's a shot, though. They end that. Texas takes a lead before half with 47 seconds. Devin Askew with that last shot there. There we go. 40 seconds and counting. And the defending champs answer before half. Let's see. They work around. 30 seconds. Shot clock at 9. Spin move. Little floater as the whistle is called. Didn't make it anyway. Number 1 was Jerry Sokan with it. Baylor on a run. That's right, Jacob. I saw that news about Art Briles, man. I saw that news. The football coach. Yes, they've been trying to get a job in Texas with a buzzer beater there to extend the lead with 2. 1.3 left. Yeah, he said, I'm done being the offensive coordinator. People are saying he should have never took the job or whatever. I don't know what's up, but yeah, great defensive game. There you go. You got the halftime show music going there, Dr. Dre. Best halftime show I've ever seen, by the way. In 1 hour of the stream, 30-27 with like a second left, or 2 seconds really. Yeah, I do. I do agree with Jacob's comment, though. Great defensive game. I don't think it's one of those, oh, the offenses can't do anything. I mean, obviously, but I really think that there's a lot of blocks and some steals and just some good inside defense for both these teams, especially for Texas so far tonight. So they're going to get 1.3. It's going to be Baylor ball. They'll try to shoot it, I guess, obviously from half court. They throw it. It's overshot. They didn't get the clock going. What's up, Crimson 1077? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Roll Tide. They're going to review this. I mean, it went out and Baylor threw it in. They didn't. What are they trying to? Oh, they're not going to review this. Okay. Texas ball. They throw it in, and it's not going to be a layup. It's going to be half. 30-27, Texas at home with a 3-point lead over the defending champs and the third team in the nation. Wow. Crazy here. Yeah, I'll drop the link, Jacob. I'll let you on, buddy. We can talk about this game. I always love getting you guys on. Oh. So, 3-point game here. Really good game. I'm enjoying this. And Texas being up here, and I called kind of just a bold claim. I'm like, Texas might get the upset. I like their defense. I think it's a little better than Baylor's. They got some good scorers, though. They do have some good offense, especially shooting some threes. I got you, Jacob. Hold on, buddy. What's up? What's up? How you
What's
doing?
going on, Ballard?
Not much. What you think of this game, man?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't see an outlier to really anything watching this game. I just see an even game between two teams.
Yeah, especially on defense, which it was funny. I said at the beginning of the stream, I don't know if you heard, but it's funny that we talk about the Big 12 in football and how they don't play defense. Then we look at this game and we say, oh, look, the Big 12 has some defense here.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think both teams are basically doing even of everything. If I'm being real here.
Yeah.
I am seeing a lot of turnovers though from both teams.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's been quite a few blocks, especially like just getting up inside, like when they're in the paint trying to shoot some
Oh yeah,
layups.
great.
They can hardly hit. They can hardly hit the layups too.
Yeah, great defensive game I'm seeing. Especially Texas though. Texas is playing some really good defense.
Yeah, they are. But I mean, Timmy Allen, who's one of their better players, has 2 points, but he's 0 of 3 on his threes, man. He's got 3 rebounds and an assist, but he's really good. I mean, obviously on defense, I mean, he's being a key guy. Andrew Jones has a steal or two. Um,
Kendall Brown's
the
playing.
most points though by any player in this game. Who's Kendall Brown
I think
has
Kendall.
12.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but watching this game, it feels like it's Kendall Brown.
Oh no, he's got it. Yeah, he leads this entire game. He leads his team with 12 points. And you look at it, I mean, and it started out, it was back and forth,
Yeah,
but at one point, it looked like Texas was going on a run. They got 2.
and then Baylor went on a run.
They got a couple free throws. Yeah, then Baylor, like it's not so much a shootout, but it's one of those where you're either not going to have some scoring for a bit, or and then like someone's going to just run away with some points and then get back to a defensive game.
Yeah, I mean, Carr for Texas, he's playing well.
He is.
That's their other star player, along with Timmy Allen. You
Yeah.
got Jones on defense. He's playing really well on defense.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think it's a great game. One interesting thing I have seen though is that the bench for Texas is doing a lot better than the bench for Baylor.
Yeah. I noticed Baylor's got a few freshmen though, a couple of them. They got some seniors though, but some of these guys I don't remember from the championship run last year. Like I think let me see.
Yeah.
Mayer, well, he's a senior. Langston Love is there. Kendall Brown's the key true freshman that they're playing though. And then I've seen a little bit of Jeremy Socon. I don't know how you say his last name.
And that's been a problem for Baylor all year. They're depth. They don't have a lot of depth.
Yeah.
But Texas, their bench is playing really well.
Yeah, they are. Do you expect? What do you think about Texas, though? Do you think Texas gets into the tournament, and could they be a surprise Cinderella team to make a big run?
Well, I think it's no question that they get in the tournament. I think that story's already been written. But in terms of making a run, I think honestly, I think a championship run is possible. Dark horse. They'll probably be about the 4 or 5 seed. Whatever they do in the Big 12 tournament, I don't know if it matters too much, but they'll do something, and then I really see them being a 4 or 5 seed.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, surely Alabama, if they, my Crimson Tide can make a good enough run in the SEC.
Well, yeah. Alabama's already in, though, because of their strength of schedule. They'll get in.
How cool would it be? I doubt it happens. I would love nothing more than my team to win it all, right? But how cool would it be considering week 2 in football, you get Texas and Alabama? Hypothetically, I guess if it's set up right, it's possible as long as the teams beat the teams they got to and just keep winning. But let's say if you get to the Final Four, pick whatever other 2 teams, but let's say Texas and Alabama are having these magnificent March Cinderella, fantasy stories, and you get Alabama and Texas either in the Final Four or for the national title, and they got to face each other in football week 2, and you also know that they face each other in a championship 12 years ago in football. I doubt it happens here. But how funny would it be?
Well, if I'm being real and no hard feelings, but I think Texas can do that. I don't know about Alabama.
Yeah. I got you. I don't think – I hope, but I don't think.
Alabama's not –
Yeah.
I'm just going to say Alabama's not built like a championship team.
Well, I think the problem is consistency, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think that's where the issue is, but – I think that's what I think is holding them back. Because, I mean, they beat teams like
I think it's consistency
Zaga and
all
Baylor.
around.
Like, we know they can beat these teams, but you're asking them to go into this tournament and be what, like 20 or not 20, but like you're asking them to beat multiple different teams in a
I mean,
row. They're going to have to potentially face like a Kansas or a Duke or whatever, maybe, or a Texas or a Baylor. Just so many teams that are
the
obviously better than them and ahead of them, a couple that they've beaten. And when it comes time for the tournament, oh, we beat them already. We beat them already. Good. But now you're playing them in a
the re
tournament where they're so used to being in that Final Four, that Elite Eight, that Sweet 16. You have only started,
hmm the reason
you
why I
know?
say
So,
that Alabama isn't built like a championship team is because they've been inconsistent all year, and now you're asking them to play
right.
six straight great games, which is what they need to win a championship, possibly. Maybe seven. I don't know. We'll see if they make the
Yeah.
first four, whatever. But point is that I don't see them doing that. I'm sorry, I don't.
Is it six? Is it first round, second
Well,
round,
six, but if they make
Sweet
the first,
16?
you know the first four, right?
First round, second round, Sweet 16, Elite
Yeah,
Eight,
six,
and
but
then Final Four, and then the championship.
well,
Yeah, man. I
six,
mean,
but I said seven because they might make the first four. You know what the first four is?
NIT?
Well, no, not the NIT. First four is like. Did you watch Michigan State versus UCLA in that tournament last year? 2 11 seeds play against each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
that's the first four, just to
Okay.
create an interesting matchup off the bat. So
Is
it's
it the
just like,
first four in, right? Or something
yeah,
like that?
yeah, first
Yeah.
four. So point
Yeah.
is I don't see Alabama doing that. And really, Nate Oates, I think he's a good coach, but
Yeah,
the guy makes too many mistakes.
I think I don't know if he can handle the heat and the in the big moment type of pressure. That's the thing. And I
I
think
think
that's kind of what got to him with the UCLA game last year.
I think his main problem. I think he's a fantastic coach when he's coaching on the court, kind of like Dan Mullen in football. Dan Mullen was a great coach on the field. You know, I think that his main problem is motivation, getting players preparation. That's his main issue.
Yeah, I agree.
He, preparation. He's a great coach when it comes to coaching on the court. Of course he is. I think that's proven. He just has some preparation and motivational problems. I think that's holding Alabama back a little bit. But he's a new coach. He might get the hang of it soon. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I got you.
But that's just the truth so far. You know.
That Syracuse North Carolina game at the end there was kind of. Did you see it with the buzzer
Syracuse
beater
once
for?
Syracuse once again with their 2-3 zone that they always run.
Yeah, of course.
No. It's so predictable. I mean, I get it's fine to run a main defense, but you always got to switch it up a bit.
Yeah,
Set
you do.
defenses, especially in football, set defenses are not the way to go anymore.
You have to have a system, but you have
Offenses are
to
just too
be a
complex.
you got to
Uh,
be consistent, but you also you need to have a system and you got to be consistent with it. But system doesn't mean oh we only run a 3-4 on the like football wise. Oh, we only run a base 3-4 defense.
what I'm saying is
We're,
that,
we're only going to run zone coverages, or we're only going to
yeah,
blitz.
like,
We're only going to like what?
and especially in football and basketball, you can have more of a set defense, but you still need to
Yeah,
change it up a bit. I
yeah,
mean, you
you
see
do.
North Carolina shooting over them at the end of the game.
Yep.
That's North Carolina's specialty, shooting.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. You got to, you know, it was Arkansas's problem this year. Arkansas versus a running team in Georgia thought it would be an amazing idea to run a 3-2-6. I mean, it's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Keep
I
your
mean,
eye tomorrow. Keep your eye on Purdue and Wisconsin tomorrow night. That'll be good.
that's why Stetson only threw 11 passes that game for 72 yards.
Yeah.
72 yards. We just ran the ball on them. That's all we need to do.
You talking about the title, the national title?
I'm talking about Arkansas. That had nothing to do with Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Alabama, they changed their defense and all that. That Saban's got it, but Barry Odom, one of the best defensive minds, Uh,
Pete Golding's still.
I was pretty surprised to see him in the 3-2-6 versus Georgia. I know that's what they run, but it's just like you got to have a more complex defense than that. Your players got to be able to switch.
Yeah.
And obviously, they didn't do that. So, no, they wouldn't have beaten Georgia anyways, especially with how their offense is playing. But I'm just saying, stuff like that, you don't do that stuff.
Yeah.
If they were playing Army, for example, would you be running a 3-2-6 versus Army in the wishbone?
No, you gotta I don't know what you run there, but I don't know if you're running
Well,
a
it's
3-2.
obvious what you run, but you got to switch things up. Versus
Right.
Army, honestly, I'd probably put 9 people in the box on most plays. If I'm being honest.
The wishbone isn't that's a little bit of like the weird option looks, right?
Oh yeah, that's triple option.
Yeah, you got the triple option and all. It's old school stuff right there in ways. I mean, it was. I remember seeing that in the Army Navy game, and I'm thinking, I wish that we could see that a little bit, a little bit more. But
Well, yeah, Kirby versus Georgia Tech before they switched up their offense. He always ran a 4-4 versus Georgia Tech.
yeah,
I remember we shut it down too. We didn't have any problems.
you know what? We're talking about all these different. We keep talking about all these different teams we think are going to make the tournament and ultimately the title. But Coach K with Duke, I think he announced retirement before the season started.
Yeah,
Honestly, man, I think he'd like to go out on top. Like he's already a winner, but man, it'd be cool to see him get one
I
last
want
try
Duke. I want
to end
Duke,
it.
and I want Duke to win it for that reason.
Yeah.
You
Now
know,
I know. Obviously, like you either here's what you should be doing. If you're a true college basketball fan, you grew up and you just know about Mike. How do you say his last name? Krzyzewski or what? I can never
Mike
pronounce it.
Mike Krzyzewski.
Krzyzewski or
Yes,
something like that.
Krzyzewski.
Yeah.
Mike
You
Krzyzewski. Yeah.
either okay. If you're a true basketball fan, grew up with college basketball, know about it, you're pulling for him. And if you're not pulling for him, you're a heartless human being. I mean,
Well,
he is
obviously, I mean,
incredible. You either want one of two things: your team to win it, or more importantly, if you're on the right side of history, you're pulling for Duke for this guy to go out. He's already a winner. He's done enough, right? He cannot win the tournament and still be probably the greatest of all time in college basketball for
I think
men's.
he's the greatest of
But
all
you
time.
want him to close it out on top, right?
Well, yeah, but if your favorite team's in the tournament, you root for your favorite team. That's undisputed.
Oh, of course. I mean, if Alabama ends up playing Duke, I'm pulling for Alabama hard. But
And if I was
if Duke wins against Alabama, I credit Krzyzewski.
yeah, and no offense, but if Alabama and Duke were to play, Duke would probably win anyways.
We're screwed.
Yeah,
For sure. You want to stay on for the second half?
I'll stay on. This game's starting up though. Baylor and Texas
Which one?
here. Baylor and Texas.
Oh, Baylor and Texas is starting back up. I thought you were talking about a different game.
Oh no, no,
You
I'm
getting
talking
back
about
to
this game.
this? Let's see.
Nice
Texas
pass.
gets it. Oh yeah.
Got to finish that. The one thing I have seen
There you go.
that maybe you can call a little bit of a difference from these teams is Baylor has had a lot of fouls.
They have had. I think that's holding them back from. I mean, I don't want to say that's the reason why they're not winning this game, but I think it plays a little bit of a factor. I mean, Texas is still playing better defense.
Yeah, Texas is, and Texas isn't fouling.
Yeah.
Besides, like the and one and the other one,
Yeah.
but I'd like to see some more threes from these teams. These teams are playing great inside defense. I'd like to see some more shooting from the outside. I mean, like just the mid range, even in the 3-point line.
Yeah.
I think that's what these teams
Just
need
hit
to do.
some.
hit some.
Here's a wide open three for Baylor, and they get it. That
Yeah.
was I couldn't see who number
Oh,
11,
good defense
James
there.
Akunjo.
Oh yeah, you're way behind me, so I'm at like
Yeah,
I'm at like 840 right now. 1840, my bad. Not 840.
I was fixing to say if that's the case, I'm at 19.
Yeah.
Hulu says I'm live. Hulu can be behind. Texas goes with 2. Courtney Ramey made a jump shot.
Ooh. They're going inside too much. Shoot from the outside, just mid range.
You talking about Baylor?
I'm talking about both teams actually.
Uh,
If I'm being honest,
yeah,
especially Baylor though.
yeah. Here's a little layup, and Texas knocks it out. Those are the fouls you can't be having in this second half here.
Well,
Which really, I mean, I know they're up, but I don't know if Texas can really afford much fouls.
I don't think either team can afford fouls.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing for every game, really, for a lot of
Here's
teams.
a shot for 2. Right there at the shot clock buzzer, they get it.
No, well, good defense there, but Texas. Wow, great play by Andrew Jones.
Hold on. I don't think
Well,
I've seen it yet.
oh, my bad. That's right.
No, you're good. I take it they're fixing to hit one.
That was a nice shot, though. You'll see. I won't say anything.
Oh, he picked that up. Hold on. Little layup. Good. Was it the layup there? Andrew
Yeah.
Jones makes layup. Yeah, they almost lost that ball in coverage too. And they held on to it. I don't know how he got away with that to get it to him.
Why would... Never mind. I don't even know why he would shoot that. That's silly.
Oh yeah, I'm keeping you on just in case this is down to the wire. We need some reactions.
Oh yeah, because you'll see it in a second. That shot was stupid.
We're on the shot clock. They get it off. It's rebounded. Texas taking it back now. Andrew Jones got that rebound.
They need to feed Carr more. Get it on the outside. Timmy Allen's probably their best player, but this
Yeah,
game,
for
this
sure.
game doesn't set up for him because Baylor's got a good inside defense. He can shoot it too, but he hasn't been shooting well. So
he's better on the inside, just driving it in.
Yeah, and that's not that. But that's where Baylor's good. So
That's what that's what they've been great defending on, and I guarantee you, going into this game, they knew they'd have to step that up, and I think they've done that well.
So I think get it to Carr, get it to your shooters.
Yeah,
Andrew
Bo
Jones.
Famba, free throw's good for his first one.
Did you hear about the Art Briles news? Him resigning?
Yeah, I did. I think we talked a little bit about that, but yeah, that was a big name.
Art Briles, well, he resigned.
Yeah.
He didn't want to bring distraction to the team. I get what he did was bad, but I mean, do we really have to cancel him? I mean,
no, I don't.
If we're being honest here, let's go look at the things Bear Bryant did, measure it to what Art Briles did. And
what did he do?
Bear Bryant?
Are you fixing to go into the beating his wife or whatever?
Well, yeah, that's where I was going. But if Bear Bryant can do that, I don't see why. I think Art Briles deserves a second chance at a smaller job at least.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves a second chance. Especially, and yes, covering it up is bad, but he wasn't the one doing it.
So what was it the previous Baylor scandals that got him in trouble that he resigned?
It was the sex scandal. He basically covered up his players. I guess, beating on women, which is a bad thing to do. But at the same time, it's like he
Oh,
wasn't
of
the one.
course.
I think it's a difference in covering it up and doing it. Therefore, I think he deserves a second chance. I don't know. I,
Yeah, I hate to bring it up, but I mean, it's almost like the Penn State one way back
well, no, no,
when.
no,
I
no.
don't know
Penn
if you ever
State's a
heard of
lot
that.
different. Penn State's different.
Well,
Joe,
yeah. Well, look. Here's the thing about that, and I hate to really get into it, but I will say that it. I mean, Paterno fired who was Sandusky. He fired him right on the spot when he found out about it. Like, get the heck out of here. And he
Penn
didn't
State.
try to hide it, but people wanted to make it out that way for some reason. I think.
No, 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 no. What happened at Penn State's a lot worse and different. That's not no. But what happened at Baylor, I think, is okay for a second chance.
Yeah.
It's also different situations. I mean,
Yeah.
Sandusky was assaulting kids. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
he was a child serial whatever.
Yeah, like
What
I said, let's not get too far into it, but I get what you're getting at. Like he was straight
Baylor's
up the bad
Baylor's
guy.
Baylor's players were just doing inappropriate stuff with women. Uh, I don't know if they were even exactly assaulting them either. You know,
Nah.
in fact, I don't think they were, which I think that's a lot different from doing what Sandusky did, and
Yeah.
you know. So I think Art Briles deserves a second chance.
Yeah, I mean, like the Sandusky thing's like a big kick to the groin or something, whereas this one, compared to, it's just a little slap on the wrist. You know what I mean?
Well, it's not exactly a slap on the wrist. I think he deserves to be
Well,
fired.
no, but I'm saying if you want to compare it to what happened at Penn State, you know,
Okay,
to
like
that measurement, you
okay,
know,
getting fired, yes, he should have gotten fired from Baylor, and he did.
yeah,
But I still think he deserves a second chance. Joe Paterno doesn't deserve, and I know he's dead now, but Joe Paterno didn't deserve to be within 500 meters of a college football stadium after what he did.
oh, here we go. Let's just move on from it, please, because that's yeah,
Well, I mean that's kind of true.
yeah,
But anyways, we're getting a little bit dark here. Let's move on.
yeah. So, what do you think? It's commercial break. What do you think about this game and what these teams need to do with it being a 2 point game? So far,
I think
Baylor has outscored 10-9.
think you need to feed your shooters. I think you need to give it to your guards, like
Yeah,
Kendall Brown and Carr and Andrew Jones and all. I need those players need to get involved here because these teams are playing some great inside defense. So shoot it from the
yeah,
outside. I think that's and they're also both teams are also playing a little bit off. They're not
yeah. They are.
pressing up, you know. So I think that's
Yeah,
another thing too. And I really think that the first team that can hit a couple shots from the mid range and three, I think they can go on a run.
that'll probably be what decides it.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. You see, that's that, and they've popped the stat up before, but the average age of the Oklahoma City Thunder is 22.8. The average age for the Texas Longhorns is 22.1.
Yeah,
They almost have the same age as an NBA team.
yeah. I
Oh,
got you.
that'll help you. Jeez, what a shot! I want to see him get involved too. The guy who just made it. I know I'm ahead, but Adam Flagler.
He's been.
Shot.
No, is he fixing to make this three? There you go.
Okay, I
Okay.
won't say I won't spoil anything.
No, you're all right. Yeah, he's been good for him tonight, but yeah, I'd like to see him get a couple more shots out of this and just be a big offensive weapon in this game.
Yeah. For Texas, this
15,
crowd
16 and counting.
this crowd needs to get a
Yeah,
little louder.
it seems like a pretty tough crowd.
Yeah, this crowd. Once again. Oh. Oh. Let's see. Majority.
4 of 7 on their second half field goals. Texas is, by the way. They've done okay here, but Baylor has it. They go for 3, and they can't get it. It's rebounded and goes out of bounds. Oh, this will be good. College basketball Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, Ohio State and Michigan State.
Tom Izzo.
There you go. Who was it? I was watching this game with my grandmother the other day. Did they beat Purdue?
Who?
Michigan State. I think Purdue ended up winning.
You talk about 2 days ago?
Basketball.
Yeah, I think they won.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, they upset Purdue. Yeah, that's right. They should be in the. They get the rankings tomorrow, I think.
No, they did today.
Oh, did they get them
They
today?
had to change a lot because 8 top 10 teams lost. 8.
Yeah.
The only 2 top 10 teams that won was Duke and Texas Tech.
Yeah, Alabama moved down a spot. I was at 24. Purdue dropped all the way to 8. The top 4 right now are Zaga. Yeah.
Purdue didn't need to fall that far. That was kind of dumb in my opinion. You know, they lost the game, okay? Big deal. You don't, you know. That stuff happens.
Well, do they view it like they lost to an unranked team, even though Michigan State is still one of the better unranked teams?
I mean, I think Purdue's undisputed.
Who is that's St. Mary's. St. Mary's has been an interesting team.
Well, they just beat Gonzaga.
They play good defense. Well, they beat Gonzaga too, by the way. Gonzaga, dude, how did Gonzaga go from having the undefeated season to now they got 3 losses?
I still think.
I mean, I know they just
still think they're going to turn it on.
Oh, they'll turn it on in the tournament for sure.
Wow.
I mean, they have to. I think
they lost. They lost some good ones too, especially their star player Jalen Suggs. That guy was good.
Yeah, he was really good.
That guy was good. I miss watching him play in college, but he's doing great. He's doing great things in the NBA now.
He is. Where did he end up going?
Where do you end up going?
Yeah, the NBA.
Oh, he went. Orlando. Yeah.
Oh, is he with the Magic?
Well, yeah, because remember when Toronto passed up on him and we were complaining? Oh, geez.
Yeah, I remember that.
I hope Marcus Carr is okay there.
You know who's really good at women's is she was a freshman last year, Paige Beckers.
Oh, yeah, Paige Beckers, best player.
Oh, she can. Man.
Aaliyah Boston's good too.
Yeah, she is.
And, of course, Jeff talks about her.
Oh! You watching this?
Yeah.
Now they're playing with some high-speed tempo. This is going at it. Let me update this.
Well,
so Baylor gets 3, and Texas got 2 there.
Marcus Carr got injured there, too.
Oh, did he?
He's not out.
That sucks.
He's not out.
Just kind of shaking a little.
That's a moving screen. That's not. Okay. Okay.
Here's 3. Oh, no. Got it off in time for the shot clock, though. 12
I
and
don't
a
know
half to
about you, but
play.
watching that's a moving screen, I think.
Yeah, I kind of saw that. Man. Oh, yeah, Marcus, he kind of
Jeez.
he ain't playing around.
Yeah, well, you can say that.
Plager's got 12 points tonight. He's tied with his teammate Brown.
Now they're reviewing something. What are they reviewing?
Oh, I'm not at that part yet. Hold on. They lost the ball. It's picked up by Baylor.
I'm guessing that's what they're reviewing. Maybe.
Oh, they're saying that I just heard the announcers. I barely have the volume on, but they said they're going to see if it's going to hit the board. I don't know.
Oh, they're not reviewing it.
Are they not? They're not going to review it?
No, they're playing now. I'm watching the
Okay.
game. Okay, but speaking of reviews, I need to go on a topic. When is instant replay in college football going to become instant replay? Instant replay, not 10-minute replay. I mean, come on now.
Oh, like the snap of a finger? I don't know. I think they should. How are you going to give us a play clock as
Look at that.
players?
Look at that
But
super fan in the
you
crowd.
don't get a instant read. If you can't come up with something
You see
with
that
the
super
instant
fan in the
replay,
crowd?
I say you give them 5 minutes to figure something out. And if they can't get 5 minutes,
No, not even 5 minutes. It doesn't take that long. I mean, okay, if it's a close
you do
game,
like a weird 2-minute warning type of thing.
if it's
like,
all right. If it's a close game, let's just say 38 seconds left. I don't know.
Okay.
Georgia and Alabama are playing. It's a first down dispute, whatever. Okay, you can take
Yeah.
5 minutes for that. But for a random call in the
it's so
second,
towards the end of the game.
but for a random call in the second quarter, I'm able to call that call when I first see it.
See, that's the thing is we can call it before they even show the replay. We can say that's targeting, or there's a holding call you missed, or something. We can see it with our eyes from the TV.
And
Here they are on the sideline.
Here's the truth: 90% of the time, when the first time you see the play, you know what the call is, and they're reviewing it.
Exactly.
Okay, maybe there's a reason to review it, but it's more of okay, they should see this once or twice and then just call it. That happens. That's what should happen 90% of the time. Now, 10% of the time, okay, take a little bit more time, take a couple of more looks, but it's just like 90% of the time, you should know what the call is the first or second time you see it.
Right.
I don't think though, and I've gone to an argument with some people about this. I don't think instant replay should be taken out of college football. That's not.
No.
You shouldn't do that. It's too controversial. You can't do that. The refs aren't going to get everything right on the field. I think people have to realize that. Taking out instant replay is a no-go. You can't do that. Absolutely
I think
not.
one of the best things too that saves time is like when they come up, there's not enough to overturn it. We don't know what to do, so we'll just kind of it'll stay as it is. But what pisses me off or makes me mad, let's just kind of be a little cleaner on here. I apologize, but people complain about that. What do you want them to do? There's not enough to overturn it. Well, I mean,
in those types of situations, I think you can take some more looks at it. But even then, they still take a little bit too long. I mean, take about 3.5 minutes. That's all you need.
Now, okay, let me ask you this. There's that rule that says if you can hurry up and snap the ball for the next play, you can't go back. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
I agree with that because you shouldn't be going back. Like once a play happens, you need to go forward with the game. You don't go backwards.
It's like golf. Just play it where it lies. Just go with it.
go forward. You don't
Take the
go
shot.
backward. You don't
Yeah.
go backwards. That you don't do that. If you
Yeah,
see
I got
something missing or whatever, you call for a review. You don't wait a play and go back, because it's just like the next play already happened. You
Yeah.
can't take that away.
Oh, here you go. You got Oklahoma and West Virginia in the first round
Man, West
playing
Virginia really disappointed me. I thought they could do something, but
West Virginia. Yeah,
yeah.
man. I think a team that kind of disappointed me a little bit. TCU's been okay in recent years, I think.
A team that I thought would be good was Texas A&M when they were on that hot streak and everything. And then they just folded. I mean, let's just
Yeah.
be real. Team that's made me a little bit mad this year, and disappointed me is Georgia being last in the SEC. What are you doing?
Just being a Georgia fan.
Yeah, being last in.
Hey,
We got
Bama fan.
report. We got some good talent though. Well, good talent for Georgia. I mean, we got some recruiting
I get
classes.
we lost in recent years, Kyra Lewis and John Petty, like some of our top scorers.
I mean,
I
Georgia's
think we
got
lost
some.
Alex Reese, but Bama brought a lot back, and they're just so up and down like a roller coaster. You just don't know what you're getting out of them.
You really
They,
don't.
in some ways, they've kind of disappointed me, but I still like our chances to, if they could just get their heads straight, man. I know we can still have a chance to have a Cinderella run of the SEC tournament.
Here's what I'm optimistic about for Georgia. Tom Crean has got some recruiting classes in the 20s and 30s, which is really good.
Right.
So,
but he can't show it.
You have to show it.
Right.
I mean, this guy signs Anthony Edwards, the number 1 overall pick, and goes 16-16. I mean, who goes 16-16 with Anthony Edwards? That's crazy.
I know.
That's ridiculous. So I think we should keep Tom Crean for another year. But if he doesn't do well next year, I think it's just time to fire him. To be honest. He's got the 4th ranked recruiting class for 2023, though.
Does he? That high?
Not next year, but the year after that.
Yeah. 11 minutes left in the game here. Let's get back to watching this. It's a 1-point game. Baylor with the lead and with the ball. They're driving inside. They go up. They can't get it. Takeaway by the Longhorns. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's going to go out. They're going to – oh, crap. Are we going to have to review to see who touched it last?
No,
what happened?
And I'm ahead of you, too.
It was knocked out by Texas. That was clear.
Good job by the officials there for not wasting time. Like we just talked about for instant replay.
Right. We spent 5 minutes of our own time wasted.
Yeah.
10:43. Baylor with it. Driving the paint now. Goes up for it for 2. Isn't that goaltending? Is that what I just saw? Trying to knock it down as it's going down to the basket.
I was in the kitchen for a second.
I know the rule basically.
Ooh, good steal.
Good steal.
Oh, my bad. Whoa, what a block. 2 great defensive plays back to back there. You'll see it.
Oh, there you go. 48-45. Screw you, Auburn. That was still a good Iron Bowl, 48-45 in 2019. It just didn't end the right way. But we won the 8-quarter bowl game.
The thing about that Iron Bowl is that most of the Iron Bowls, like all the great Iron Bowls, have been an Auburn win. That was the first game where it's like, well, it's a great game.
Because Bama loses, I get it.
Well, it's not that. It's just every time Alabama wins, it's a blowout.
Not true. I mean, most times, yes, but you're forgetting 09.
Ever since 2009.
Oh, since then, yeah, that's
2009 was before my time. So I know that game was close, but That was before my time. The drive, all that.
Touchdown up church.
Yeah, it was the drive and all that.
Yeah, man, it was great.
Smacked him in the
That
face.
kept our season going.
Smacked him in the face right there.
Now, back
Alabama's
in the 80s,
season.
I think the 80s was probably one of the better decades. You had
For what?
Wrong Way Below in 84.
Oh,
You
the
had
Iron
Van
Bowl, yeah.
Tiffin and
Yeah, Iron Bowl was.
yeah.
2010s was good too, though. If we're being honest.
What?
For the Iron Bowl.
What? No, I missed that first part. What'd you say was also good?
I said the 2010s was good for the Iron Bowl as well.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I hate to bring up the one cent from hell, the kick six, and the cam back, but I mean, we had some games in there. I mean, 2014 was only an 11-point game, but it was the highest scoring Iron Bowl in history. Combined
that was a good
99
game.
points.
I liked that game.
That was a shootout at Bryant Denny. That it was 55-44, I think.
That was back when.
You want a shootout? That was like a Big 12 type of game right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that rivalry, man. Like, you know, people wanted to sit there and like I know Uncle Lou said, "Oh, Alabama's so bad they took Auburn to 4 overtimes. How the heck do you do that?"
Yeah.
What people got to understand though is that's that rivalry. It's not just Alabama, man. There's something special about those teams just going out there and playing everything they got on the line. Auburn always gives it a little extra, like they've been a competitive team all year.
Well, about he's trolling there.
I know.
But
if anybody out
I'm going to be
there
honest here.
if anybody out there truly doesn't get it, I'm letting you know that that's just how that rivalry is.
I do think it's that, and I'm going to be honest with you about it. I do think Alabama was looking ahead to Georgia a little bit.
I think so too. I'm not going to lie.
If I'm being honest. Yeah, you can tell me
Ramsey's
different about the rivalry, and that's fine, you know that. But even with the rivalry, it did look like. I mean, even that was a big upset for a rivalry. It's like Auburn doesn't care to play. Auburn doesn't care to play football anymore. Bama's going to the SC title, so
right.
And the thing about that week is that was a great week of college football. But that rivalry week, I went down to see my cousins in South Georgia and all that other family.
That's nice.
And some of my family, believe it or not, they are Alabama fans.
Yeah. All right. Let's get. Knocked it out of bounds.
I was watching the game with them, and they're going crazy the entire time.
Yeah. All right, we got under 10 minutes. I'll go ahead real quick and finish up, but I want to get back to this game.
Whoa, what happened there? But yeah, I mean they were going crazy the entire time because they thought they were gonna win pretty easily. And then Auburn, I mean, there was just so many things that happened, complaining about the offense. Of course, you had, some casual fans, and then a couple of my family members just talking about the game the entire time. They need to do this. The thing that the thing that really brought them into a realization was when Alabama botched the snap and didn't make the field goal. Then they were like, "Oh my god!"
Which one were you talking about? The
when Barker botched the snap. You don't remember the play?
2017?
No, this year. Jay Barker botched the snap in the fourth
Braxton
quarter.
Barker. But yeah. No, yeah, we had one of those weird field goal things. Yeah. He missed the snap a little bit, and it kind of affected.
My uncle was like, again with the field goals.
Is he in Alabama?
He's like always in this stadium. Yeah, one of my uncles is an Alabama fan. Yeah.
Tell him I said roll tide.
No, absolutely not.
Got a 3 off, but I think they called a whistle.
I do got
9-11 left, man. What do you think so far about this game with 9 minutes?
great game.
Yeah.
Teams have been shooting more on the outside in the second half, which I said they need to do.
Yeah, especially Baylor.
Yeah.
I mean, it was they were up. No, I'm sorry, they were down 30-27. Now they've outscored them 25-19. Here's a
Most
quick
though.
missed layup. He
Oh,
gets
yeah.
it in there though.
Well, he didn't get it in there.
He didn't? My TV's just a bit blurry, so I couldn't tell.
It was goaltending.
Uh-oh.
But
no, they're gonna give it to him.
Yeah, goaltending.
They say they got it, but it was still
goaltending on the defense, Ballard. I think.
You get 2 points for that?
Yeah, goaltending, yeah, 2 points.
How did I miss that? When did that happen?
That's always been a rule. That's been a rule for 80 years.
What? How the hell did I miss that rule? I know what goaltending is. I know that it's like you basically prevent the shot from going in when it. Oh, it would have automatically. It's going in if your hand doesn't touch it. How did I miss that? You automatically get the 2.
You never knew that you get rewarded points for that? Well, geez.
That's crazy.
You learned something new today. Well, yeah.
Alabama's going to need a lot of goaltending going on in their March Madness run.
Oh,
sure. You imagine every single play they try and they get away with goaltending. You know the asterisk that's going to be behind their run.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
Oh, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how I missed that.
I don't know.
Details. Details.
Well, yeah. Ooh. I know we're the national champions, but I can't wait till next season.
Ready to go 10-2 on the regular season?
Oh, stop it.
Or 9-3.
Oh my God. Mark Rick's not a coach anymore, Ballard. If you've noticed, we've made a change.
It's a small upgrade.
Oh yeah, whatever. Small upgrade. I got
that man talked about getting all crazy and tearing up property and like drink his yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Okay. I was about to say though,
there's probably some property torn up in Indianapolis tonight or something. He said.
Who said that?
Kirby said that at his championship.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
those games.
I thought you said Chess said that. I heard that in Chess somewhere.
Nah, Kirby was talking about getting cray-cray.
That. Yeah, of course. That. We all know that.
Yeah.
Is that goaltending on?
I don't know if they
that's the defense.
doing the stadium or if they.
That's the defense right there. But what I was about to say is that there's Scott Drew getting mad. But
oh, you are ahead of me. I'm still at commercial. Hold on.
Oh, you'll see in a sec.
As I'm live.
But what I was about to say, I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something about college football.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got into an argument with Rob because he talked about how Shane Beamer on the
on the rundown show on
the head coaching rankings. He was talking about how Shane Beamer should be he said 9 or 8 or whatever. And then when I heard that, I was like, what? So I called into the show and I was like, you serious right now?
Yeah.
Shane Beamer. And then he said that Jimbo should be outside the top 5.
Missed it. Good blocking there by
What he said,
Texas.
and at first I wasn't going to call in, but then when he said that Jimbo shouldn't be in the top 5 for SEC coaches, I was like, okay, that's it. I got to tell himself to call in. So I called in and I argued with him.
Yeah, I called his show the other
His
day.
excuse for Jimbo, which credit to him, I guess. I didn't know this. His excuse for Jimbo was that it's only what they did in the SEC. So what he did at Florida State doesn't count to the rankings, apparently. But even then, I mean, whatever. But then I just talked about Shane Beamer. Beamer does not deserve a top 10 ranking in terms of coaching rankings. The guy's been there 1 year. What do we know about him to make him 8th or 9th?
And you can't base it off of previous tenure, right?
Well, I think you should be able to do that, but apparently they weren't doing that. So my point was, Beamer, these 1-year coaches, and I got into an argument. I said Brian Harsin should be above Beamer because Harsin, at past schools, and at Auburn, I think we've seen more of him. You know, I mean these 1-year coaches, we just don't know. We don't know. That's what I tried to tell him. We don't know.
You're right.
We don't know about Drinkwitz. We don't know, well, 2 years, but still. We don't know about Beamer. We don't know for sure anything about Heupel, Clark Lee. I mean, all these new coaches, it's just like they have a decent year, and it's just like, oh, yeah, this coach is instantly top 5 in the SEC. You know, it's just like I think, like, for example, I think Josh Heupel is going to be a very good coach of what he had to work with. But he's only been there 1 year. We don't know that for sure.
No, I got you there.
And even 2 years makes a big difference. Like, I've pretty much seen what type of coach Sam Pittman is from 2 years. I've seen that already.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know about Heupel, Beamer, and all that. I don't even know anything about Drinkwitz, to be honest. I need to see more of him.
I liked
Drinkwitz is
his first season, because this was his second, I think.
Yeah, this was Drinkwitz's second season. He had
I liked his first season, but I didn't like
his second.
Yeah, crazy, man.
Yeah, they were disappointing this year. I mean, but I know more about Harsin to put him above the 5 newbies that I don't know about, including Beamer, who's been Heupel, who's been there 1 year. Drinkwitz's been there 2 years. I need more of him. Billy Napier's new, and then Clark Lee. I know he's at Vandy, but it's just like. Anyways, I don't know. I think the second year and third year, I think that makes a big difference. You still there?
I'm back. Sorry, man. I was trying to find when I called him up the other day, Rob's rundown. I put a timestamp on that one. No, I'm gonna have to upload my call with them.
At first, when I was calling in, I was like, okay,
oh, what was I? Oh, they were talking about moving. What were they trying to move out of Atlanta?
What?
They were trying to move the was it the SEC title or something out of Atlanta, and I said,
"Oh yeah, Rob."
The what?
Rob show.
Yeah. Were you on that one?
Good thing I wasn't there, because if I would have heard that, I probably would have had a big issue.
They were moving something out of Atlanta. I don't know.
They're not moving the SEC title out of Atlanta.
It doesn't matter what location, but just in my opinion, I'm a little traditional with it. So I mean, I'm sure all the older folks. I mean, I'm 20, but like, you know how you hear the older folks say I'm a traditionalist with sports and college football. I mean, this news has got to be having them spin their heads, right?
Well, they're having SEC Media Days this year in Atlanta, and they're probably doing that as a...
Oh, they're trying to move Media Days.
Oh, well, then I don't care. I don't care where the media day is.
And that's what I told Rob. I said I don't care where they have it, but for any older folks out there that truly are traditionalists, it's like
Now, is that
they
Rob
got to be
wanting?
scratching their heads and
Is that
like losing their mind.
is that Rob wanting the game to be out of Atlanta, or is that just a
No,
speculation?
he was just saying there was it wasn't the game. They were talking about moving media days.
I don't care where media day is. But the SEC title game, that if you move that away from Atlanta, then I don't even know what to say.
Where's
to that.
it gonna go?
Yeah, where's it gonna go? Obviously, it has to stay in the Southeast.
You gonna play in Houston?
You can't play anywhere in Alabama. Can't play anywhere in Mississippi. You
can't play it in Houston because let's say A&M makes it,
Well,
or
no.
you give it a few years for Texas.
The main thing about it being Atlanta is in the middle of the SEC, around the middle.
Now it's closest to Georgia territory, but obviously it hasn't really been their favor. So I mean,
Oh, really?
you know what I'm saying? No offense.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, you can't claim like it's a. Oh well, what about Georgia? That isn't that home field advantage for them? No, because that's a rival Georgia Tech. So, like,
Okay. Well, anyways, the two things about Atlanta is by far the biggest city and Mercedes-Benz Stadium is clearly the best stadium from any state of the SEC. I don't think that's.
oh yeah, I love it.
Second part is that it's in the middle of the SEC. I mean, you can't put the game in AT&T Stadium. That's far away from. You're gonna ask, and I know this probably won't happen, but from a hypothetical, you're gonna ask South Carolina on the coast to come all the way over to Texas and play an SEC title game.
Heck no.
I mean, no, And the only reason why that would even be talked about is because Georgia. It's because of Georgia. If the game was right next to Vanderbilt Stadium, no one would care. They only care because Georgia, and Georgia makes the SEC title frequently.
What was that? Are you watching this game still?
Yeah, I'm watching this.
You see the free throw? The first one was made.
Scott
and then
Drew
I don't know what that was on that second one.
Scott Drew is going crazy.
Yeah, he is.
Mentally insane.
I got 625.
A little bit of half court press here from what I'm seeing.
Good block and steal by Texas there.
All right, I think we need to focus on this game now. This is
yeah.
good.
Let's do it, man. Good conversation, but Texas goes up and ties it. 6:18 to play. That's what I got. I don't know if you're ahead or if you're behind or what, but
shoot! They listened to me.
Yeah,
I said shoot from the outside. Both teams have done that in the second half.
Especially here these past couple. Takes a good chance though. It's going to be missed. It's going to be rebounded by the Longhorns. They work outside. Here's three. Missed, rebounded, picked up by Baylor. They're taking it back here. Courtney Ramsey missed that. Or Ramey. Why do I keep saying Ramsey? He missed a three-pointer. Mayer picks it up. Baylor has possession and control now. Baylor was down by 30-27 at the half. They've outscored. Make that 29. Make it 29-24. What they've outscored in the second half over Texas.
That was such a nice move. How did he? Wow, he missed that.
Yeah, man.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
The spin move.
How?
The spin move?
Yeah. Here's a three for Baylor. Oh, they sink it. Defending champs.
How do you
putting
miss
on
that?
a show now? I don't know.
I mean, whatever. I'm just saying.
What's up? What's up in the comments? Austin Castaneda? I don't know how you say that, but welcome. He's doing two horns up right there.
So he's a
I don't know if he's a Texas fan, but
well, yeah, he's a Texas fan.
He's got to be either that or
Oh.
he's saying rock and roll.
Ballard, I'm gonna have to clown Bambo a little bit here. What were
Okay,
y'all thinking? What were y'all thinking when you hired Todd Grant?
I'm not speaking.
What?
I'm not talking to you. I told Chess in his stream earlier when I was going live for this to start, and he was still live, I think, or maybe it was right before. I told him what happened, and he laughed his tail off. Now but the worst part is he's not just an analyst; he's a defensive analyst. He's analyzing our defense. He doesn't know diddly squat. He wouldn't know a defensive formation if you drew it in crayon.
It's just like I know.
I'm like, what? I'm trying to remember. I think I saw news, but I was listening to 94.5 the other day. I don't remember what show it was, but they broke that news, and I'm like, no, Celine Driver, you stupid.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be.
I'm going to go ahead and say fire Grantham. We haven't even started. We haven't even had the spring game.
Well, Celine, I might attend this stream. I might not, though, because I feel like all it's going to be about is what a stream is usually about when something like this happens. It's going to be about Russia and Ukraine or something.
Ugh.
And I don't want to hear that for 3 hours. So
Here we go. Baylor's on a run now. Do they just end this game? No.
Knowing that.
I want an upset.
Wow.
Come on, Texas. Here's 3. Can he get it? No good.
Knowing that they're probably going to talk about that for 3 or 4 hours, I might not come because I just don't want to hear about that for 3 or 4 hours.
Oh, the Ukraine crap?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm open to talk about it, but just knowing how Celine's stream is and how they just run on about, I don't know. I don't, Anyways, going back to this game.
7-0 run in under 3 minutes.
Here's the thing about, Grantham. I have hard feelings for him, too, because he called a double safety blitz and cost us the 2012 SEC title.
He was with Georgia, wasn't he?
Yeah. Double safety blitz, and it got Amari Cooper open. Dumb call.
Well, they were expecting RPO, weren't they, at that point?
No, Bama was running all over us. So, but
right.
It doesn't mean you blitz both safeties.
Exactly.
Which is what you. Never mind that.
Yeah.
There are so many issues that game. You had the double safety blitz. What Mark Rick did at the end. That game's over with now. I'm just gonna try to.
You feel bad for Aaron Murray and you move on, right?
I feel bad. Well,
we had. Yeah. Who else? Did you have Gurley then? Didn't he?
Oh yeah, Gurley. He broke so many tackles that game.
Yeah, he did. I remember watching it. And
he wasn't getting.
Like, can we please? I get we're putting some pressure, but man, what happened to putting the back on the ground and not letting him get loose?
Because what was expected is how Bama's D-line and linebackers are going to absolutely dominate the mediocre Georgia offensive line, which is what we had under Mark Rick. And then Todd Gurley comes in and he's out here breaking all these tackles. Or we're running on Alabama. So it's just like, now we could run on Alabama. Because we can run on anybody now because we got great line and everything. But during the Mark Rick era, we had 3 and 2-star linemen. It's just like, sometimes we won't be able to run on teams even with these 5-star running backs.
Yeah.
Oh, the Winfield.
Did you ever see that?
Well, I've seen that all the time. Peace.
I think because that player, that might be Tyreek.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill did that too.
He did that in the regular season victory for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I got some comments on my video from earlier. DeMarco Brooks. Well, I'm just now seeing your comment.
You made it a Jai
Bama
Hall
has to
video.
have a wide receiver step up because Williams and Mechie are gone, so y'all need someone to step up. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
do you think Ajay Hall might be our guy though? I mean,
I think Ja'Cory Brooks can be as well.
Ja'Cory Brooks, yeah.
That guy played great
Let's
last
see.
year.
Yeah,
Ajay
this
Hall is
guy
deep.
says. Oh, go
Ajay
ahead.
Hall deep potential though.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
DeMarco Brooks put 2 comments. First one, he wore 17 last spring. Talent is there, just not the mindset to work hard and humble himself. Then he said,
Well, I don't
I
know
think
if that's
Ajay Hall will do his thing, but ultimately it's up to him. Great video, man. Shout out to
who he said
DeMarco
is not.
Brooks. Thank you for the comment.
Who he said is not working hard.
No, Nick Saban said that, and it's been clear and proven. I mean,
thought he
he
was
just
talking
had
about.
he did not put enough work effort or ethic into it like the other
Well,
receivers did.
I agree with that.
Like
I
he
thought
got a little lazy.
Never mind. I thought he was talking about someone else. But yeah,
No, it was a giant hall.
Bama's wide receivers. The point Saban was trying to make, moving away from what everyone else is talking about, with the wide receivers, he was talking about how all year they were crying, complaining for playing time. And then when they get it, they don't show up.
They don't.
You know,
Yeah.
that was his complaint, and that's as nice as I can, moving away from all the other garbage. But
Yeah, I tried very hard in this video. I mean, the point of the video was like, this could be a guy. And look, I don't know if his mindset has changed or if he's heard Nick Saban ran on him yet. I don't know. It's possible maybe things have changed and maybe we see him break out in the spring game like we did a year ago or whatever. But I remember seeing him a little bit in the national title game, and I'm like, Ajay Hall. I forget about that guy.
well,
And didn't, forget Saban's comments, not to fully put him on the back burner because he's not wrong. But, if this guy puts in the work, I think he can show his potential and his talent. I think he's very talented. He was great in high school. And I think that he could be the next guy to step up and maybe earns a starting position. I don't know. We'll see.
Care. The other Bama wide receivers can have their fair share, even against Georgia. Who I want to see is Jermaine Burton. That's who I want to see against Georgia.
Yeah.
I want to see.
See
if
your secondary just kind of says, "See."
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see him on the field get locked up by our secondary.
Yeah. Do you see the ACC women's bracket? What you think? It's Georgia
really?
Tech playing. They're playing. They're waiting on West Virginia or Wake Forest and Virginia.
Oh yeah. West
Duke
Virginia.
and Pitt play Miami. That's a good. I like Louisville this year, man. That's a team that's been on a big streak.
Oh yeah.
That might be the team to win it all.
Texas hasn't made a basket.
Them or UConn, maybe.
Texas hasn't made a basket in 4 minutes.
2:21 left. It's a
7-point
game. Yeah, this probably won't be the upset I was hoping for tonight, but
well.
I mean, it's possible. You gotta hit some threes here. You're down 7.
Texas wasn't hitting threes in the second half. Baylor was.
They hit any? I don't think they've hit any.
Yeah, they're missing all of them. Oh, see, there it is. 1 for 10. Just as I was talking about it, Texas has not hit their threes in the second half. Baylor has. And now Texas is in some foul trouble.
One for 10, yeah. Second half field goals.
Well, in Grantham, but the purpose of him being there, he's not with the players, okay?
Right.
Like he might see them a little bit, but that's not his job. He's not the DC. What he's doing is he's watching film before games, and he's analyzing what the opponent does and what maybe his idea for what defense they should run and all that. Which, but that's all he's doing. Something I've seen from Alabama fans, and I kind of get what they're saying. they think that Pete Golding doesn't blitz enough. Like, he doesn't send pressure. I mean, what do you think
We're
about
very, very consistent or inconsistent with getting off blocks. Dude, I just want the old Bama back. I know we don't have Kirby. I
You want
understand
Kirby to
that.
beat. That's what you want. You want Kirby to
No,
beat.
hell no. Okay,
Oh,
yes,
really?
but okay, I do. But Saban did play a big part in making Kirby the defensive guru that he is today. It kind of went both ways. Yes, he was great at Georgia when he played. I'll give him that. But I know Saban can take the right guy and get on him hard enough that he can say, get the defense in gear.
In my
Get it
opinion,
to what it was before.
I get the whole being a head coach thing.
Or close to it, because I don't know if it'll live up to the 09, the 10, the 11, or whatever.
Well, no, even then, the offenses are a lot better in today's game, so you got to consider that. But going back to the point, Saban, yes, you have to be a head coach, but I don't think Saban is hands-on enough with the rest of the team, especially the defense. I mean, the defensive mind that he is.
He used to until I don't know when it stopped. I don't know
When
if it
Kirby
was a
left.
change in being an offensive
Pretty much when Kirby left.
program, or I don't
He's
know.
not hands-on with the offense either. Well, he doesn't
Well,
touch
I
the
know
offense.
that, but like it's I don't
I mean, the
know,
guy.
man.
I
He
think
just
Saban, in my
he used to get mad over any loss or any mistake, and now he just kind of I mean, multiple penalties or errors, and he'll get on guys, but he's just gotten honestly a little softer in his old age.
Well, that's a change of the culture, the world, and the rules and all that. That's not Saban knows that. Saban knows that that's what he's got to do.
Yep.
But my point is that he's not. He doesn't look like he's like. I don't think it's a question. Saban's one of the greatest defensive minds of all time. You know that.
For sure. That's given.
In having that though, he needs to be a little bit more hands-on with the defense. He needs to coach. He needs to give some more suggestions and even call play every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
I wish he would. Dude, he was defensive back in college. He's been a defensive coordinator. He
needs to be hands-on.
Like, he's been a defensive guru. I would like to see him just take one season just to see how it goes and maybe see if he could be in charge of the defense.
Obviously let the DC.
He doesn't want to, though.
Obviously let the DC help out a little bit because that's just what you do. But I mean,
but agree with him on plays instead of just whatever you want to call.
Or every now and then say, no, we're not calling that. You call a different play for this situation. You know?
Yeah.
Or, hey, we need to make this adjustment. This team's running all over us. We need to put an extra guy. But, stuff like that. And I know Saban can do it. It's just, will he? And in terms
he missed a free throw.
In terms of the offense, Saban's not an offensive coach.
Texas, come on. Upset. Oh, he gets 2. Come on. You want Texas to win this? Sorry to interrupt.
I'm not directly cheering for anybody, but yeah, it'd be nice to see Texas an upset.
That's what I'm hoping for.
My point is with Saban. Saban on the offense, I know he's had Bama's been an offensive team recently, but Saban's not an offensive coach. He doesn't.
No, not at all. I mean,
he doesn't coach.
He's not bad with it, but
he's
imagine if he took over. I don't know if he knows what to do.
He doesn't.
And I don't mean to question the GOAT, but you know what I mean.
Just like Kirby, I think he needs to leave the offensive load alone a little bit. His only problem with the offense is he needs to put a different person in charge of the offense.
The Saban's coaching rehab clinic or something. There's a reason for that.
Like, obviously coach the offense, but it's just like maybe not call as many plays and all that, of course, because he's not an offensive coach.
Right.
Maybe not call plays. Obviously coach your players, but But kind of like Kirby. Kirby coaches players. He doesn't call plays,
Yeah.
On offense, at least. He calls plays on defense. But Saban's only problem with the offense is he needs to put a different person in charge of the offense. That's his problem.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling y'all, man, and remember last year when I made the claim that Bill O'Brien was a terrible coordinator? Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up being right because I see what he did at Texas, and I was right. The guy's not a good coach. Well, okay, he's a decent coach, but he's not a good coordinator. And I think what Bill O'Brien's thinking, he treats his offense like an NFL team in a way. And NFL caliber players, I get it, but it's just like that's not how you run a college team.
Yeah.
I think his main problem is he doesn't know like passing and running. You know, like in the Texas A&M game, it's 2nd and 2, and he's throwing a 50-yard bomb downfield or calling a streak route. You know? And what I saw in the Auburn game is when Alabama was getting absolutely stuffed in the run game, he kept running the ball.
This past year?
Yeah, same thing with LSU. Like, Alabama would get stuffed in the run game a lot. He would just keep running it for no reason in Auburn and LSU.
We had nothing working at all this past season for our offense. I kept saying we need to try to run the ball with the running backs instead of trying to throw the ball to receivers that aren't going to catch it.
And
outside of Williams,
what he should have done is because, okay, LSU and Auburn and Florida, they were getting insane pressure on you. Okay, great. That doesn't mean run the ball when it's not working. That means more that you need to throw some shorter passes, like hit Mechie on a slant or something, because that's a specialty. Use players to their advantages, and I don't think he did that.
Yeah.
In Florida, LSU, and Auburn, he kept running it when it wasn't working, you know? Yes, run the ball a little bit, but it's just like, if it's not working, it's just like, what are you doing? You know?
Exactly.
But I also think that has to do with players a little bit. The talent that Alabama's recruited on the offensive line and running backs and all that, they should be able to run the ball. That's on the players a little bit too, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Doug Marrone, who y'all fired, by the way, but I think he was responsible for that.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I'm the one that said we should have fired him.
There's never an offensive line with Saban recruiting the 5 and 4 stars he does. Never should.
There's no excuse.
Yeah, there's
other
no
than
excuse
the coaching.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with Georgia. What Georgia's recruited on the offensive line. If someone were to come in at Georgia and have an offensive line like that, I'd be screaming for them to be fired. Speaking of the offensive line, Matt Luke just left us. Appreciate what you did, but he's going to go spend some time with family.
What do you think of Matt Luke, though, for you guys?
I thought he was a good coach. I thought he developed players well and recruited well. What I didn't think he did well, though, is I don't like his philosophy. I don't like the small, agile linemen. I don't like that. I like the big.
Dang it.
I like the
I was hoping for an upset in this game tonight, by the way.
I was hoping for the big. Well, yeah. I
don't hate Baylor. I like them. It's good to see them have the success that they are this year. But
what I'm saying is, though, is like let linemen be linemen. You know.
Yeah.
Don't limit their weight and all that. And Georgia's run game still wasn't as bad as Alabama's run game this past season. But Georgia's run game did take a little bit of a hit ever since he got at Georgia. You know, that's just the truth.
Yep.
And it was really an offensive line, maybe a little bit of, well, I wouldn't call it a running back problem. I'd call it more of, for 7-8 years, we had some of the top running backs in the country. And we went back to reality a little bit. But for the offensive line, we should be able, okay, pass blocking, we did an amazing job. Run blocking, though, it needs to improve. And that's why I wouldn't hate if we had Scott Cochran as an O-line coach, just to build in some strength. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, Baylor won.
What do you think about this game overall?
Great game. I think the main difference is what happened in the second half. It wasn't a coaching issue. I didn't see anything outlier from Chris Beard or Scott Drew, but it was just Texas. It was Baylor hit their 3-point shots. Texas didn't.
Yeah, and obviously it being a good defensive game
If
in the
Texas,
first half, and even in the second half, really the second half was not so much the defense, but just who could hit the threes.
oh yeah, definitely, and that's what it was. And they were doing the same thing. I bet Chris Beard and Scott Drew both made that adjustment. The players for Texas, I think, lost the game in my opinion, but they played well, especially on defense. It's not they played bad or anything. They just lost the game by not. Oh my God! What a shot by John Morant! But
right. I saw that. Yeah.
But they lost the game by not hitting their shots. I got a little bit distracted there. I mean, what a shot!
Well, you got James Akinjo and you had Adam Flager, both with 19 points each tonight for Baylor. That was the highest of any player. It was for 2. You had Bishop, and then you had Marcus Carr with 13 each for Texas. That was the highest for any Texas player. So, I mean, they knew to hit. Like, Texas made some good shots when they could score, but overall, it came down to
the 3.
Baylor, yeah, the threes.
What was I about to say? Oh yeah, Kendall Brown had a great night, especially in the first half.
Yeah, and look at this too. By the way, the 3 points. It was at least from the starters that they have listed. I'm sure there were a couple others in there, but even listed on here, they were 3 of 17. Meanwhile, you do the math for Baylor, they were 9 of, I guess, 17.
Yeah, that's the difference.
There. Yeah, big difference.
Well, yeah, then I can't wait for this Ohio State-Michigan State game.
When's that one? Is that tomorrow's?
I think that's tomorrow. Yeah, Michigan State. They were ranked in the top 10 at some point, I think, if I'm not wrong. Then they fell off a little bit.
Yeah.
No, Michigan State, Ohio State. That game is scrolling through it. I think it's Thursday, so you might be able to do that one.
What time again? It's a night game, right?
I can't see it. All right, hold on. Let me look this up because I can't. You got a top 15 matchup in Purdue and Wisconsin on Wednesday.
Wednesday, I got church.
Okay.
Thursday, I'm good outside of class in the morning. Although I don't think I got anything this Thursday. I think I'm probably just hanging out.
Not the football.
College Bible study.
I looked up Ohio State
meeting, but
I looked up the Ohio State basketball, and it showed me the football score. What's going on there? Yeah, that's Thursday. That's when Ohio State, and it's at. Hold on, let me check the time for you. 7:00, so a little bit earlier.
Cool.
Yeah, and then. Another guy.
Overall in this game, I just think that it was a great game. I expected it to be a little closer. I was hoping for a Texas upset. But overall, I mean, Baylor, even though it was a great defensive game, even from Texas, they just had the hardest time really scoring and just keeping up with Baylor and what they were doing.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say, Baylor, it's a difference of hitting your shot sometimes, and that's what happened with Baylor. I think Texas played better defense, in my opinion.
Oh, of course. I would definitely say that. Akinjo with 19 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists for Baylor tonight, by the way. A heck of a game, and I think I saw one of those was like his career high or something.
Yeah, and you look at the Big 12 here, Kansas, Baylor, Texas Tech, Texas. I think Kansas is going to end up on top.
And the Big 12?
Yeah, I know Baylor's 3 right now, but I think Kansas think they're the better team.
23-5 and 12-3. Yeah, record-wise, it's Baylor, but Kansas, I think, just is one of those, like, they have had a tougher schedule, and yeah, I think when it comes down to it, I mean, records don't really matter in March Madness overall. Just you get to the conference tournaments. I'd take a claim on Kansas, especially on their defense.
Oh yeah, and you've seen the trades and all that in the NBA.
No,
You're not paying attention.
I've kind of missed some of that.
Oh yeah,
I think I saw. What was the big one?
James Harden.
Yes, Harden. He went to the Sixers.
And Ben Simmons went to the Nets.
So it was a Harden for Simmons?
Yeah. I think if Ben Simmons plays, I think that can work out for the Nets.
I think the Sixers are trying to build. Now they're trying to go get the Lakers' DeAndre Jordan, the center. According to Adrian Wojciechowski on ESPN.com, that's a good player.
Sixers are trying to do that?
The Sixers, yeah.
Why? They got Joel Embiid.
Oh, I know. I don't know if they just want to have another guard or a center, I should say. But
Jordan.
I think they're good enough now. That might be your finals team right there.
Isn't it past the trade deadline though as well?
Yes, but they're trying to get him as a free agent or a waiver claim. I don't think that he's on. Was he released? No way he was released. No, it still says he's with the Lakers. He's got 4.1 points on the year. He's got 0.4 assists and 5.4 rebounds. He doesn't really have much.
Yeah, well, DeAndre Jordan, I remember he used to be a beast, and he's declined. Just got older and all that. You know.
Now he had an okay game in a loss against Charlotte. That was a 3-point game a month ago. He played 20 minutes on the floor. He had 7 rebounds. He had 4 points. I mean,
DeAndre Jordan, he's still a good player, but the Lakers don't really need him. They have Dwight Howard, Anthony Davis.
I'm literally looking at something that says latest videos. DeAndre Jordan's best plays this season, and it's 1 minute and 37 seconds. I mean, it's like one of those where even though he hasn't played enough, when he does play, he's still pretty good, you know.
Yeah, but Sixers, they're already a championship team with James Harden and Embiid. That's a great duo. Do you see
all you really need at this point?
I've watched some Sixers game, and James Harden is playing out of his mind right now. The only thing with the Nets is that he wasn't getting the ball enough. And he's also got a lot better at passing ever since he left the Rockets.
Yeah, he has.
I remember he used to have a problem with that. But Embiid, Harden, that might be your team out the East, especially if the Nets don't get themselves together.
Yeah.
The East is interesting. The West is interesting, too. I don't know.
It is.
The Suns got the best record. I feel like the Warriors are going to be the team that shows up in the finals. I don't know. That's just what I think.
Yeah, I got you, man. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end it here, man. It's 10:30. I got some classes to get to tomorrow morning. But any final words and just final thoughts on this game tonight?
Yeah, it was great here. I'm looking forward to for Georgia to score 50 points on Todd Grantham's defense next year.
Everybody will. Whatever.
Yeah. Looking good there. Can't wait to expose Jermaine Burton. The dynasty.
Hold on, are we on the schedule for you guys next year?
No. I'm talking about SEC title.
That's your prediction, but we gotta get through A&M and You know we both got to get through Auburn. You know how they can be.
Probably going to be the worst team in the West next year.
I hope so.
That's a hot take I'm going to take. I'm going to say Auburn's going to be the worst.
You're going to say they're at the bottom of the barrel in the West. You think
Yes.
even Mississippi State finishes a bit higher?
Yeah, I think Mississippi State. I think. Mississippi State. I think they'll be better than Auburn. I'm taking the hot take.
I could go with that. I'm going to make a bold claim real quick, and it's maybe not that bold because I still think the East is Georgia and obviously everyone else, but I think Shane Beamer could get South Carolina to be the second team in the East behind Georgia. I know that maybe that's crazy, but I think that his recruiting right now and what he's brought in from the portal, a couple guys from Oklahoma, just to get the right pieces. And I just think that he's got a good mindset. And you're either going up or down. And I think he's going in an upward direction.
Yeah, but I think second in the East is a far reach.
Maybe third or fourth.
Yeah, something like that. Second in the East. I mean, Kentucky and Tennessee are looking really good next year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I mean,
Jeff, what's up, buddy? Auburn will be destroyed at BDS. Early preseason prediction. We're gonna whip those Tigers, those little pussycats, 64-7.
64-7.
Okay. I hope one could only dream.
Okay.
One could only dream.
Yeah, I don't. Auburn's not going to be good next year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm excited for next year. I'm hoping, and I know it's hard to go 12-0 2 years in a row. I'm hoping though that Georgia can do what they're supposed to do, run through their schedule, go 12-0, and then we'll probably play Alabama in the SEC title. But I mean, you never know. There's a couple of teams in the West that really look good next year. And mainly 2022
or Kentucky, one of them will beat UGA, says Webster.
Okay, that's not the worst prediction in the world.
But I mean, look, you've had trouble with South Carolina in recent years. So I mean,
Kentucky plays the same style as football we do, and I think we're just more physical and better than Kentucky. So, but South Carolina, I definitely think that's possible because Carolina, they with Spencer Rattler and all that. DBs have been a little. I mean, if Keely Ringo doesn't improve next year, I definitely think South Carolina. That's a possible upset.
You literally could have picked from any player to try to improve next year. If so and so doesn't improve, and you pick the guy that made the pick 6 to win the title game.
Yes, I do. I mean, I know he made the pick 6.
God.
I know he made the pick 6.
That's just funny.
I know, but it's just like Keely Ringo needs to improve next year. I mean that he has to.
Yeah,
I mean, his football awareness was awful last year, but he was a freshman, so
yeah, man. I'd watch out. A team that I like next year, if they're starting this new quarterback, I'm excited to see what Drew Aller can do for Penn State. Have you watched this?
I've seen it in Penn State.
Ooh, they might do something. They might be in Michigan's position.
Ever since
Ohio State's just kind of fall off.
Ever since they won the Big Ten, Penn State's been underachieving. But I do see it though. I do see it. Penn State, but I think they're more of a same thing with Texas A&M. I think
they're never going to reach an agreement. Sorry, what were you saying? I'm watching Sports Center now, and they're talking
the
about
MLB.
Yeah, what'd you think about that, man? You're big on baseball, right?
Yeah. I mean, Braves just won the World Series.
There you go. Bandwagon time, baby. Woo!
Not exactly bandwagon at all.
Yeah. I got you.
He says UGA will go 11-1 if their candy schedule run out the playoffs with a blowout loss to Alabama. Okay, well,
it's our year.
I don't think Georgia's going to get blown out, but We'll see. I mean,
You just got blown out in the SEC title.
SEC title. No, well, we got revenge though. One in the natty. Got our revenge.
I'm gonna laugh. How funny would it be if, because of all this craziness in the offseason, it affects Auburn so bad? Let's look at their schedule real quick. And I think I already did one for them. I picked them to win these games, but would it be funny if they're so fed up with the offseason, they pull a Tennessee downward spiral? Mercer and San Jose State, dude. I hope they lose one of those.
Well, yeah, but I mean, let's be a realist for a second. Just
yeah.
So 2-0.
Okay, I'm gonna call these out, and you let me know.
Okay.
Mercer.
I think it's it's going to be a win. They're going to win that.
San Jose State.
They'll win that.
Penn State at home.
Oh, that's a loss. That's a loss.
I got to take a loss there. Missouri at home.
I think that's a coin flip, especially with Missouri improving next year. If I had to pick a side, if I was forced to pick a side, I'd pick a loss right now.
When in doubt, I take the home team. I think it's close, like a field goal maybe, but I gotta take.
I think they beat Missouri. I changed my mind. It's a coin flip in my opinion.
Okay, Brian Kelly, his strobe lights and his dance moves going to Jordan Hare.
I don't think LSU will be a great team next year at all, but I do think they'll beat Auburn.
All right, you ready for an upset in Athens? Just kidding.
Christ.
Just kidding.
You already know we own Auburn. Don't even start.
All right. At Ole Miss. Ooh.
Ole Miss is Ole Miss is a good team, especially with getting Jackson Dart and all that. They'll be good next year.
Yeah. Bye week, perfect timing because I do think they get a tough stretch. What do you think about Arkansas?
No, loss.
At Mississippi State.
Another coin flip, but I think if I had to pick a side for the first coin flip, I picked a win. This time I'm going to go with a loss.
Okay. So, wait, did you say they beat Arkansas?
Oh, no, not Arkansas.
The loss. A&M. I got to go with the Aggies this year, man. I think they're poised.
Yeah, A&M, especially for the future. If the talent works out and everything in Jimbo, 2023 and 2024, they can challenge Alabama. That's definitely possible. But for next year, they'll probably finish second in the West behind Alabama because Alabama just has the edge next year. But they'll beat Auburn. I know that for sure.
Yeah. So A&M, you said they'll lose that.
Yeah.
Okay. Western Kentucky. They got to win a non-con game like that.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
Western Kentucky's a win.
Okay. And then Alabama on the road.
Okay, no. 4-8. Did I just say they're going to go 4-8?
Okay, let's rewind.
Okay,
man, Mercer they beat. San Jose State, and then you said who wins the Penn State game?
I said Penn State.
Okay, so that's one loss.
Missouri's a win. LSU is a win.
So 2 losses: Penn State, Georgia. Let's see. Ole Miss. You said who?
Loss.
3 losses. Arkansas.
Loss.
4 losses. Mississippi State.
Loss.
5. So right now they got 5 losses.
Yeah.
A&M.
Loss.
6 losses. Western Kentucky.
Win and then a loss at Alabama. So 5-7. That's going to be my prediction.
6. So 5-7. Oh, just shy of a bowl game. So Jacob Watson predicting a 5-7 for Auburn in 2022. Now, would it surprise you of all the losses that you picked? Which one would you say they have the best chance at winning over any other games that you picked them to lose?
Mississippi State.
I think, yeah. I mean, it makes the most sense. Mississippi State's still struggling a bit, but I think that's one of those coin flip games. But like, I don't know if you're like me, where when in doubt, especially with the SEC, you take the home team, especially because obviously the environments and everything. But yeah, let me rewind real quick. You said 5-7. I think I had them 6-6. Let me double check what I had and let's compare. Let me see. Hold on. I went 7-5. So I don't remember
Really?
what I said. Yeah, I don't remember what I did. I mean, the non-conference. I
I
don't
mean,
know if I
'cause
picked. I don't know if I picked them to beat Penn State. I know I picked them to lose to Georgia. I picked them to lose to
of
Alabama.
Alabama,
I picked them to lose to the Aggies. I think.
Penn State, right? You lost there, right?
I think so. Hold on.
I would hope so.
Let me stop screen sharing. Let me share this one with you real quick. But you got them 5-7. That's the bottom line
Yeah,
there.
son, my little son, Auburn.
All right. Yeah. So I had them. Let me back this up. Was I high when I did this one? Hold on.
You said were you
Hold
high?
on. I made a joke though. I made a joke. Hold on.
You said you when you were. You said
There
was
you
I
go.
high when I did?
I'm just gonna go ahead and call a 7-5. Right. And let me just go ahead and say they got to play for 8 quarters, so if necessary, for every game.
Iron
But
Bowl
anyway,
reference.
shout out to 4 overtimes in the Iron Bowl, though. The losses that I think are a guarantee that I could go ahead and tell you. I think they lose to Georgia. They lose to Bama. They could win the Penn State game, but Penn State brings in a lot of great talent. Could they potentially be starting the freshman Drew Aller right away? Is he going to be really, really good?
It would be a mega
I don't know.
reach for
I
them
expect
to
Penn
do.
State to take a step forward and do pretty good this year. They bring a lot back. I think they just got better talent and teams. So I'll take a Penn State victory there. So I think that
At
they start out
best,
2-0, then they go 2-1, they lose that game. I think
think
they can beat Missouri. I think they go and they beat LSU. I think they lose at Georgia. I'm gonna call an upset though and say that they go to Oxford and beat the Rebels. Honestly,
okay.
they can't keep taking loss after loss, right? I mean,
I
they
feel like they
already
can.
lose to Georgia. I say that they lose to Penn State. Bye week. Then I think Arkansas might get them. Are they getting a little too excited? I don't know. Bounce back. Maybe they could close, and it's possible they even lose this game. It is a possibility Mississippi State wins. I don't know why, but I don't know if Mississippi State's going to be all that good. I got to give it to Auburn there. They are going to lose to A&M. They have to beat Western Kentucky because if you lose to that, not only am I going to clown you the week after for the Iron Bowl, I won't shut up about Auburn losing to Western Kentucky. And then, of course, you're losing in Tuscaloosa. They have not won in Tuscaloosa in 12 years. Going back to Cam Newton. Scam Newton.
Yeah. So remind me and quiz you what I said they would lose.
You said they would lose to no, you said you'd beat. No, you said they'd beat Ole Miss and beat Mississippi State. I didn't say they would, but you called Georgia, Alabama, A&M, Penn State, and then I think you said Arkansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at best they go 7-5. At worst they go 4-8.
I think if they go 4-8, that's where you go ahead and fire ours.
Well,
Because he's already got the drama going on this off season. Like people,
and I don't think Carson's a bad coach. I think it's a bad. I think it's a bad culture fit, though.
Yeah,
Carson's not an SEC guy. That's not. I don't think that's him.
Yeah, I would agree. Oh, hold on. There we go. But yeah. Anyway, hey man, it's almost 11 o'clock here. Thanks for coming on with this game. Again, 68-61. Texas, I thought they could get that upset. It was still a really good game. Baylor just pulled away towards the end and just had the better defense and was just able to score, but no upset. But Texas is still a good team that could obviously make a deep run in the tournament if they play their cards right.
Oh, yeah. Texas, one of the best defenses in the country, just hit a couple more shots, and I think they can easily make the Final Four if they wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But I'm going to let you get some closing words, and I'm going to close the stream out.
Well, thanks for letting me on, Ballard.
Of course.
We had some great conversations. What game are you doing next? Ohio State, Michigan State?
Is that tomorrow? Hold on.
No, that's not tomorrow. It's Thursday.
Thursday. I might could do Thursday. Well, actually, Thursday is the 3rd. That's college night at church. I think it should be. I don't know, man. I'll have to find something this weekend. Thursday night, the first Thursday of every month, is normally something at church. So I normally try to go to that. But
okay.
Yeah. Maybe something on Friday night or Saturday night, or I don't know. You got some good ones, though. You got Michigan
Saturday.
State and Ohio State. And
it's no question we'll have something on Saturday.
Yeah, what do you have there? Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Saturday's always a good day.
They say Saturdays are for football. We play LSU on the road. Dude,
Oh,
watch number 14 Arkansas at number 13 Tennessee at 11 a.m.
And you said Alabama and LSU are playing?
Yeah. That's crap. That's at the same time. I got a choice to make.
Oh. You got a choice.
I don't want to miss that Tennessee game there.
Decision.
Man. Oh, 9 o'clock. It'll be 10 Eastern. Number 16 USC at UCLA. Number 17, 9 o'clock.
Wow,
that could be a game I do.
Look at Kansas and Texas.
Yeah,
we just
it'll depend though, because nothing's a guarantee that I stream on Saturday, because we normally just kind of hang out and do some family stuff, but we'll see.
I think it's your decision, man. We just did Texas though, so Kansas and Texas. I don't know if I would do that. It's a great game.
Then people say, now what's going on here?
Yeah, horns down.
Yeah.
Arkansas and Tennessee, that's a great game. Did you do it the first time they played?
Who?
Arkansas and Tennessee?
No, I don't think so. That would be the game, though. How about
Bama and LSU?
Mississippi State at A&M, tickets as low as $6.
Oh, wow.
I could take a train there.
Yeah,
hey, I'm broke, but I can afford that.
Oh, yeah. I would hope so.
They're not. They got good records though. 18-11 for the Aggies and 17-12 for Mississippi State. They just kind of have struggled in conference play. The Aggies are 7-9, and then the Bulldogs are 8-8.
Yeah,
in conference.
You got Georgia.
Not bad, but $8.
Well,
for an SEC game on a Saturday night, yeah.
Better start loading up, Ballard.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna get you there.
Yeah, man. Hey, thanks for coming on, buddy. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go ahead and end it, but I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, see you later. Baylor and Texas, great game, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, always, man.
All I gotta say is, we're ready, Bama. Go Dogs.
Shut up. All right, see ya.
All right, see ya.
Appreciate it, Jacob. Love you, brother. Love all you guys. I'm going to get out of here. 68-61. We looked at the game. We recapped it. I'll probably go back and get mine and Jacob's reaction and recap uploaded later. But Baylor just kind of pulled away. Really couldn't do much. Or Texas really couldn't do much towards the end. Yeah. But anyway, I love y'all. I'm going to get out of here. Jesus loves you. Got an amazing plan for your life. Believe that. Trust in him and see what he can do, because he can do some great things. He's doing a lot of great things in my life currently. But love y'all. Y'all have a great week ahead. God bless. And as always,
roll down Tide.
Roll Tide, roll. Love y'all. Ballard Sports Media checking out. See ya. Thank you and good night, everybody.